What's going on, guys? Welcome to another engine weight and dimension video. Today we're going to be doing the D21 KA24E. So if you've already seen my SR and JZ videos, you know the drill. We're using this crane scale to weigh the engine and trans, the engine by itself, and then the trans by itself. So if you're wondering if this engine shares anything in common with its sister engine found in the 240SX, it does actually, quite a bit. However, these trucks have downdraft plenums to help them develop a little bit more torque. It's also a rear sump oil pan, and there are some key differences internally, but the ones that make a difference for weight is that the trucks have main caps and the 240s have girdle structures. So that's the only real difference there. With this engine, it has engine oil in it, so it's full. I drained the trans of all of its fluid, and I put this yoke assembly back here to stop residual from spilling out. That's what I did on the SR video as well. We're running fully dressed, so we got the starter assembly, alternator. We also have the AC compressor, the exhaust with a little tiny bit of exhaust on it. And to make things fair, I'm gonna pull off this air box because that actually has the air filter in it, the sensors and stuff. And since I didn't weigh the other engines with their cold air intakes, that's only fair. If you're new, you'll know that these numbers aren't going to be atomically accurate. They're just for reference to give you an idea about how much these things weigh and about how large they are. So let's get started. Okay, so I went ahead and removed the air box already and just added the two delaminated engine mounts on there since that's the way I weighed all the other engines. So let's get started. Turn this on, make sure it's taired. Should give me error. Yep, good deal. See how much this thing weighs. So make sure that we're not touching anything. All right, it might be out of the view. Let's see, is it? Yeah, it is. 515.5 pounds. As it sits, it's not touching anything. Completely clear. Not bad. Honestly, not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. So cool deal. Let's go ahead and take the transmission off and weigh the engine by itself and then the transmission by itself. Air, good, okay. Anything. That's 422.5 pounds, and this still has the starter on it with the starter bolts. The transmission bolts are right there, and then the engine mounts are still on it. And it turns out it actually had a new clutch on it. Didn't know that. Cool. All right, so now I'm just gonna weigh the transmission by itself. £93. It's not touching anything either. Has the throwout bearing and fork assembly, all the sensors, has the trans mount on it. Again, there's no fluid in this transmission, just like the SR one that I weighed. The only difference is I don't have the cross brace on the bottom of it because it's ginormous on the hard bodies, so that kind of wouldn't have been fair. But yeah, 93 pounds. All right, so here are the general dimensions of the engine and transmission. All right, guys, that's going to conclude this video. Hopefully the information was useful, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.